The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
From the gun, here's Rattler. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now Rattler. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia! James Cook
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Eagles go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
49.
Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Geno now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Geno. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, three on left.
Now it's Smith. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And now a fumble. The ball's out. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal.
Tuesday. Hey, we go.
Out of the gun, Smith.
To the right side and intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Here's Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 21-0.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a four.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Rattler. Open man is Waddle, complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
To the air is Rattler. Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Ladd McConkey.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 28-0.
Commanders nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Smith. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
13X.
From the 50, it's Smith.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. He's got room to roam. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Here's Mostert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Mostert. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is third and goal.
There we go, Sonora.
Smith now to throw. Being chased. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
Hey, it's a clip.
They snap it to Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go for it on fourth and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Back to throw, Smith.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Smith.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Smith throwing again. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Justin Jefferson
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Commanders are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rattler wants to throw it.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Commander is 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 58. Hey, trio left.
Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Now Rattler. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field? Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Let's go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Rattler from the gun, third down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So this offense able to convert on fourth. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun, here's Rattler.
Steps away to his left. And he coughed it up.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Cook will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Throwing now is Geno. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Here we go,
Geno's going to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here's Rattler.
Setting up the screen for Cook.
He's got room at the 30.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19. Here we go, set.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Trap 60, Stephanie.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Rattler going to look to throw again. Another catch there for Waddle. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Rattler.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
He's got room to roam.
And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Quick throw complete.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
From the shotgun, Rattler.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 56, Commanders 13. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 63, Commanders 13. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans...